Mutation is the basis of human evolution. This process has raised us from single-celled organisms into the dominant species on this planet. An immense variety of mutants in the Marvel Universe are of blue pigmentation. Heroes and villains alike share this curious trait. There are many reasons why so many mutants are blue, and one of the most important is related to the human brain. Without further ado, let me welcome you to the SciPunk feed. Let's start with the first Blue X-Man, Henry Hank McCoy, also known as the Beast. When Dr. McCoy joined the X-Men, he wasn't furry and blue. In his initial stages of mutation, Beast had larger than average human arms and legs, had his limbs covered in hair, but he still had the appearance of a human. A really big human. All of that changed in issue 11 of The Amazing Adventures in 1972. Beast mutated further after he drank a formula. This formula caused Hank to morph into an animalistic creature that gave him distinct dark grey skin and fur. Eventually, Hank's fur would change to blue. Although the comic book artist's original intent was to make Beast's fur look black, the ink they used to color the comic looked blue in hue. So, the guys at Marvel decided to keep the Beast's fur the iconic azure color. Hank's formula for achieving his animalistic appearance accidentally contributed to his appearance in the X-Men Fox Cinematic Universe, with Mystique ultimately being responsible for turning him blue. In X-Men First Class, Hank believed Mystique's genetic makeup could have been the key to making mutants look normal. He saw it as a potential cure for Mystique, but she didn't take the cure. So, Hank injected himself with it, and he emerged looking like a true beast. After Beast's transformation, more blue mutants were introduced. This particular mutant is very important as to why blue is such a predominant color for the X-Men. The teleporter Nightcrawler's hereditary explains his color. Writer Scott Lobdell proved Nightcrawler was Mystique's son in X-Men Unlimited issue 4, although the original plan was to reveal Mystique as Nightcrawler's father and Destiny as Nightcrawler's mother. Blue is rarely found on living creatures that aren't aquatic. Blue is also one of only two colors not found in human skin tone. Jack Kirby used blue as a visual shorthand for non-human characters to make them stand out visually, communicate their inhuman nature to the reader. A visual shorthand is a shot or series of shots at the beginning of a film, an episode, or even at the beginning of a scene that gives the viewer a wealth of information without them having to think very much about it. It can tell us where the story takes place, the time of year, the weather, and the hereditary of Nightcrawler's blue skin. In the comics, Nightcrawler is the son of Mystique and Azazel, the latter of whom is a demonic warlord. Nightcrawler inherited his father's demonic look, and Mystique passed down her blue skin to him. Intriguingly, Nightcrawler's mother's skin is blue. Born Raven Darkholme, Mystique is a shapeshifter. She can look like anyone she wants to, which is quite practical in stealthy situations. Her natural blue form makes her stand out from most of the Brotherhood of Mutants. As for why Mystique is blue, it is simply narrowed down to her genetics. Very little is known about her past in the comics, so it's unclear if Mystique's parents were humans or mutants, though in the movies it was implied that they were human and that they tried to kill her. Either way, she was born blue, and her shape-shifting abilities awakened when she was a preteen. She's a character who fights for a world where she doesn't have to hide her true self, to live a normal life. Mystique also ages slower than humans and most mutants, so she has plenty of time to fight for mutant equality, or superiority, depending on whose side she's on at any given time. While these examples are suitable for the understanding of the frequent use of blue-colored mutants within the X-Men comic, there is still one major reason, or should I say very interesting trickery, and it's been hiding under your nose this whole time. In comics, blue mutants serve another, more practical purpose. Before digital printing techniques, comic books were primarily made with four colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. A combination of these four colors and white paper could be used to trick the eye into seeing a wide variety of colors. But to save time and money, artists would often use one of the above colors as a solid. Cyan was a stand-in for blue and magenta for red, hence the perceived overuse of the color. In the comics, Apocalypse's blue lips are his standout feature, as his skin is usually grey. For the character's theatrical debut in X-Men Apocalypse, however, he was changed to be a navy shade of blue. Continuity-wise, we can attribute this to another case of genetics, but it's unclear why the film crew changed Apocalypse's skin color. Perhaps they just felt that blue popped on the screen better than grey. At least it's better than purple, which is what Oscar Isaac's Apocalypse looked like in the first photos of his character published on the internet. Since digital printing is the norm nowadays, blue remains an excellent way to tell the fanbase that the character in front of them is not human. Considering the fast rate at which new X-Men characters are added to the ranks, more blue mutants will surely be on the way. So, who is your favourite blue-coloured mutant? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more theories and info. This has been your host. Welcome to the SciPunk feed.